Good evening. Today is still Thursday, November 21st, 2024. And as you can see, I'm back with another episode. But you probably won't see it till in the morning if the Lord's will and the creek don't rise. But whenever you see it, you need to see it. Now, this message, we just had this, how would you call it? What would be the description to call this election we just had? Where you had two different sides, Kamala, Trump supporters, Kamala supporters. And it's like we despised each other. We hated each other. Not me, but it happened. Kamala supporters, Trump supporters. You stupid, no, you stupid, you stupid, you. I'm guilty. A little bit. Now, I did a little name calling, but I ain't do no hating. I was frustrated, discouraged, disgusted. Like, can y'all not see what's going on? How you being played? They playing all of us? Can you not see that? So I got frustrated with the Kamala supporters. They so caught up in, she a black woman. She's the first woman. You racist, you misogynist, you need to vote for her. She got Trump this, Trump that, he's a racist. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, the election is over. Some of y'all still doing that. Kamala, Trump supporters still. So what I'm here for right now is I'm sending a ceasefire out to both sides. Kamala supporters, Trump supporters. Ceasefire. Fighting must stop right now. The infighting must stop right now. Because what we got going on right now, Democrats, Republicans, Kamala, Trump, we got to. We're dealing with some wicked, evil, conniving, deceiving people that are deceiving you and whoever else they can deceive. The whole world is under spell. It sounds crazy, but it's not. It's real. Now I'm going to show y'all something. Then I'm going to come back on the other side and make my final plea for Democrats and Republicans, not the politicians. They in on it. They in cahoots. Not the politicians. They ain't talking about the Democrat senator and the Republican senators and the House member. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about us, the people. Me and you. Trump supporter, Kamala Harris supporter. Me and you. We need to sit down and talk. We need to have a talk right now. So y'all thought, not just y'all, a lot of us, at one time, even me, hold on. See, we down here bickering thinking about the economy. We need to see who's going to fix the economy. That was me. I want the economy fixed. I want to get back to work. I want to grow my business. I need the economy fixed, and Trump going to fix the economy. That was my argument. If y'all been following me a minute and listening, y'all know that was my view. It was the economy with me. And then some of you Kamala supporters, it was about women's rights. Women's reproductive rights and loving who you want to love and whatever y'all issues was that y'all thought y'all was voting for her for. Whatever your reason for voting for her, you had your reason. You thought it was a good reason to you. The reason I'll vote for him was my reason. I thought it was good to me. But now I got the message for both sides, my side and your side. We can't have sides no more. We got to be one. Because now my eyes have been opened to reality, which my eyes have always been open, well, not always, been open to reality for a long time. But now they open to a new reality that I didn't know about until recently. That I'm 100% sure this is what's happening. I don't have no documentation, none of that. Just a gut feeling that I'm right. So with that being said, it ain't about the economy. It ain't about women's reproductive rights. Inflation, gas prices, mortgage prices, none of that. Whatever your issues were that you thought your candidate was going to fix, whatever y'all thought Kamala was going to fix, whatever we thought Trump was going to fix, it's bigger than that. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Ain't none of that stuff going to happen. Let me show you why.
Joe Biden made a major announcement regarding the war in Ukraine, which could have dire consequences for the world, before wandering off into the Amazon rainforest. Yes, the bizarre footage came as Joe Biden approved the use of long-range US-supplied missiles by Ukraine to get deeper into Russian territory. The Biden administration will allow Kiev use of ATACMS to strike Russia for the first time since the war began. The news emerged from the Biden administration as Joe Biden was in the Amazon rainforest on Sunday, announcing a multi-million-dollar plan to reforest the Amazon. The president took no questions about the bombshell Ukraine announcement during his press conference, instead bizarrely just walked off into the rainforest. And President
So you mean to tell me that man is the president of the United States and he running the show? You mean to tell me that man right there is the leader of the free world and he making the decisions he making with this war? I'm telling y'all, I'm pleading out to you Democrats, Kamala Harris supporters, Trump supporters. The fighting stops here. You have to open your eyes, Kamala Harris supporters. What she was for, what he is for, them people trying to get this war started. It wasn't nothing about, they ain't care nothing about she didn't care nothing about no women's reproductive rights and women's right to choose and keeping the government out your body and Trump gonna fix the economy, this, that, and the other, which Trump really do want to do what he's saying he want to do. He ain't gonna make it to office. I hope I'm wrong. This is not a threat that I'm making. What I'm saying, what it's looking like. And even if he do make it to office, it's gonna be too late. We got all of December, another week left in November, and then a week into January before Trump have any power. That's more than enough time for that dude right there and whoever pulling the strings to go and do what they need to do, to where even when Trump get in office, if he able to get in office. Because if a war break out before he get in office, it won't be a change of power. That man right there stay in power. They won't do a change of power if a war going on. If I'm not mistaken, how that work? Y'all fill me in on how that works. But I heard through the grapevine that that's what they're gonna do to keep Trump. I was thinking it was some kind of way they're gonna try to figure out how to keep him out of office. Too many people were looking for them to steal the election, so they couldn't do it that way, to keep him out. And not because he's just some great man. He's just a loving, kind, caring person that loves everybody. That ain't why they're trying to keep him out. They're trying to keep him out for one reason and one reason only. To be able to carry out their plans. World domination. One world government. Kamala Harris supporter, listen to me. And listen to me good. This ain't got nothing to do with the first black woman president, none of that. Them folks don't care nothing about that. Trump supporters. It ain't about the liberals, this, that, and gay marriage, and they with that gay. They don't want to identify a man from a woman. They want men and women sport. It ain't about none of that. Them folks don't. That's just stuff they throw out for us to fight amongst each other about. Are you following me? Kamala Harris supporters, Trump supporters. All those issues they put out in front of us on a plate. That's to keep us fighting amongst each other. Now you got Kamala Harris supporters who won't speak to their family members and this, that, and the other who voted for Trump. And Trump supporters don't like Kamala Harris supporters because they like, how could y'all be all alone? They distracting us. Imagine you got a guard dog. Because we the American people are the true guardians of the country. The American people are the true protectors of America. The American people, not the government. Us, we the people, are the true protectors of America. But what they done did was, imagine you got a guard dog. Did y'all see that movie Friday, the dog Chico? When Ice Cube and his cousin tried to break into the Essay's house to get the money. And Chico's a little bad little guard dog. But what they did was, they distracted him. Throw some bologna or some lunch meat in there for him. He eating it. While he distracted, they went on around the back door, went in the house, and commenced to doing what they were trying to do, which was steal. That's what they're doing to us. We're the guard dog for the country. We're the guard dog for America, the people. Democrat, Republican, no matter what you are. We are the ones who love this country and willing to protect it. So what they do is, they throw some distractions out there to distract us from our job of protecting what's ours. So while we out here distracted, bickering amongst each other about gay rights, gay marriage, a woman's right to choose, abortion, the economy, inflation, housing prices, this, that, and the other, they doing this. They don't care nothing about that stuff we talking about. We don't want to care about that. The ones with the real power, the ones who really call the shots, they don't care about nothing we arguing about. It's just some lunch meat to keep us distracted while they're going through the back door, initiating their agenda. It's right there in our faces. Kamala Harris supporters, we can't fight with y'all no more. Trump supporters, we can't do this no more. They got us. They pulled one over on us. Did y'all not see this man just wander off into the rainforest? Y'all really think that's who calling the shots? I needed y'all to see that. Go back and watch it again. Go back and watch when he's standing there and the ladies, the witch doctor, whatever, they're standing around him, shaking a little ceremonial witchcraft. Right there in our faces. Go back and look at the beginning of this video where he's standing there in the rainforest before he comes to the mic. You're going to see some women standing around him shaking something, like some ritual. Go look. even if Kamala Harris won, this was going to happen. It wasn't going to be no women's rights. Wasn't going to be no woman's right to choose. Wasn't going to be none of that. It's going to be a world war. That's all they trying to do. That's all that was going to get accomplished. Yo, right to choose, ladies. Roe versus Wade. Gay rights, gay marriage, whatever else y'all fighting for. You wasn't going to get none of that, even if she would have won. That was just the bait they threw to y'all. Trump supporters, the economy, and all our issues that we want to fight for. That was just the bait they threw to us. Well, none of us going to get what we wanted. That's just to keep us fighting amongst each other. Trump supporters, we ain't getting what we want. Because he ain't took office yet. He ain't took office yet. There's so much that can be done between now and then where he won't even be able to take office. So Trump supporters, we ain't gonna get what we wanted. Kamala Harris supporters, y'all ain't gonna get what y'all wanted, even if she would have won. All either one of us gonna get, if we don't band together, is what we just saw. War. That's all we gonna get. Kamala Harris supporters, Trump supporters, we need to be joining together in the street. I ain't gonna say that, can't say it on here. And we need to be together now. Enough with the bickering and arguing. Both of us need to wake up. They pulled the wool over both of our eyes. I'm seeing it for what it is. I need y'all to see it too. Kamala Harris supporters, need y'all to see it for what it is. It ain't about her. Wake up, snap out of it. You was under a spell. You were under a spell. Even if she would have won, you wasn't going to get what you wanted because the agenda is to get this war crump. It was never about no women's right to choose, none of that. If they hadn't stole the last election, they would have stole this one. But they couldn't do it 2 times in a row. So either way, they had to let Trump in. But now they done figured out another way to keep him from interfering. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm wrong, rather. I don't think he's going to be able to take office. One way or another, I don't know how they're going to do it. They either going to kick off a full-fledged war, or they going to try to touch him again. I don't know. I don't have no inside information. I'm just going with a gut feeling. But what I do know, we can't fight amongst each other no more. United we stand, divided we fall. We got one common enemy. I can't say it on here, but it's who we thought was looking out for us. They ain't looking out for damn what us. And the reason I switched over to Trump, because that's what he's telling us. That's what he's telling us. Some of us listen, some of us won't. But my point is, even Trump ain't gonna be able to do that because they bigger than him. He's just a man. They bigger than Trump. Trump ain't gonna be able to do that. I already see it. Hold on.
So 4 days after President Biden allowed Ukraine to strike parts of Russia with U.S.-built and proffered missiles, Putin is threatening to retaliate with strikes against U.S. facilities and says his military hit Ukraine today with a medium-range hypersonic ballistic missile. The Pentagon just responded moments ago. Watch this.
We've seen this type of dangerous, reckless rhetoric before from President Putin. What we're focused on is continuing to support Ukraine with what it needs.
What you mean you have seen this kind of reckless behavior from Putin? We over there instigating. That man ain't doing nothing but what he's supposed to do, what anybody would do. He protecting his homeland. We can't keep buying these lies, folks. We are instigating this. And what the so-called, the conspiracy theory folk, the deep state, they're initiating this. America is, and whoever is in charge, it ain't Joe Biden, we starting this. That man defending himself. But the propaganda machine gonna have us, oh, they the enemy, Russia's our enemy, they communists, while all the while, we are the aggressors.
Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yingst reports live from Kyiv. He has been watching all of this up close and was in the tunnels with President Zelensky just the other day. Trey, what about this new development?
Yeah, Martha, good afternoon. We know that overnight, Russia launched a new missile into Ukraine, targeting the southern city of Dnipro. This was the first time that such a large weapon was used on the battlefield since this conflict began 2.5 years ago. And it raises questions about the message that Russia is trying to send. Ukraine initially claimed the missile was an intercontinental ballistic missile, but Russian President Putin says it was an intermediate ballistic missile. The Russian leader said in the future, civilians will be warned to leave areas where more advanced missiles will be launched. Putin added this about the involvement of the West.
We consider ourselves in the right to use our weapons against those nations that use their weapons against us. And in terms of escalation, we will respond as surely and clearly.
The escalation comes as Ukrainian forces are now targeting deeper into Russia using U.S. and British-supplied long-range missiles, while overnight, the Biden administration approved the transfer of anti-personnel mines to Ukraine. These moves are seen by the Russians as crossing a red line, prompting officials here in Kyiv to brace for an increase in missile and drone attacks.
Let me give you an example of what America is doing right now. Our country. The people that's supposed to be representing us, but they're not. Because whether you're a Kamala supporter or a Trump supporter, I don't think either one of us want that, what they're doing. Neither one of us. What the hell has got to do with bettering America? What's that got to do with women's reproductive rights that y'all were fighting for Kamala? What that's got to do with transgender rights, LGBT rights? What's that got to do with what he doing? That's y'all president, the Democrat, so-called Democrat. He ain't handling none of y'all issues that y'all hold important. Neither one of those parties, Kamala Harris or Trump, gonna be able to do. Trump wanna do it, they ain't gonna let him. And the Democrats and Harris wasn't gonna do it by choice, because they down with the program. What America's doing right now, imagine this. You having a fight with somebody. It's one-on-one. Then the person you fighting, somebody come up to that person and give them a bat to fight you with. Give them a weapon. And then want to act like they ain't got nothing to do with it. Let me repeat that. You got a one-on-one fight with somebody, fair and square, one-on-one. Y'all got a squabble, y'all got a beef. We're going to duke it out, may the best man win. But the person you fighting, somebody ain't got nothing to do with it. Walk up and give the person you fighting a bat or a weapon, something to give them advantage over you. And then they want to turn around and say, I ain't got nothing to do with it. But you just gave the dude on fighting a bat. What you mean you got nothing to do with it? That's what America doing. That's what we're doing right now. And Russia ain't going for that. Like, what you mean you ain't got nothing to do with it? So therefore, Putin said, he's going to start touching us. Did you not hear him? They got missiles. They're going to start, if we keep on, he's telling you, we're going to start striking American facilities. Hence, all-out world war. Just like that, in a matter of, in the coming days or weeks. Because they ain't going to stop. They're going to ramp it up now because Trump won. Now they got to pick up the pace. Any morning we can wake up now and watch, turn on the news and see the tick at the bottom. We are officially in World War III. America and whoever and all their allies are battling to stay in the house, get your supplies, whatever. And it's coming. And I need you, Democrat and Republican, to wake up. We all been played. They got both of us. Both of us are Americans. Whether you're a Kamala supporter or Trump, we're American first. When Putin send the missiles, he don't have a Democrat or Republican missile, a liberal or conservative missile, a Kamala Harris supporter or a Trump supporter missile. It's got an American missile heading right our way. The man just said out of his own mouth. We finna start, since y'all want to interfere and think you're gonna suffer no consequences, we looking at you supply our enemy with weapons to fight against us with, and you think we ain't gonna do nothing to you? Who you think you playing with, America? But see, they know he ain't going for it. They want him to buck. They keep poking him upside the head because they want him to fight back so they can go on all-out attack. World War III, New World Order. I can't put it no clearer than that. If you don't get it by now, you'll never get it until you see that mushroom cloud. Get it, got it good, bye.